a view from my balcony, from my house. And I wanted to make a quick video. I have to be quiet because there are some people sleeping here in my house and in my in my street. This street goes directly to the forest, and this street as well goes also directly to the forest, the forest that I know so much, that I make my videos, and that is the village, where you cannot see it. It's kind of foggy. There is always so much fog here, and I wanted to make a video to show you some of the images that I own, images that are very important to me, and believe it or not, they were never really expensive. I didn't give a lot of money to them. I mean, for them, or they are given to me, or yeah. First of all, I have a front yard, and I believe that the candle is still flickering. That is the candle on my third dragon altar, my front yard dragon altar. You can say, you can only see the light, but I will take you there. But first of all, let's go inside. This is my house, and here you can see. Don't mind the mess. We are just men here. It's me and my dad only, and we are just men. So don't mind the mess. So this one, for example, this one is quite some years old. I won this at a fair, the fairground, just by coincidence. Something that I did very well, and I was winning all the time. And I was, this guy said you can have one of these prizes, but none of these prizes were really interesting. I was not interested in them, but there was one. This one was really behind, and it was one of the options that I could choose. I immediately saw this one, and it was like, him, I want him. And it's not only just the statue; it's also a light. You can put off on light, but I never do that. It's just standing here. It's my prize. I love it. It's so majestic. You can see this dragon. I took him home with a lot of love, really, with pride that I won this one. I was so proud of myself, really. And this one is something that is being given to me. It was actually my aunt who gave this to me. It was because there was something about this white dragon that was so beautiful, but it was so expensive. I couldn't afford it. But I was like begging for my aunt. Oh, I would love this. Oh, I would love this so much. And she didn't have a choice actually than to give it to me. This was the most beautiful gift that she could ever give to me, and that is why it is. Yeah, these are the two dragons that are just here that you see immediately. And this one is really cheap. Oh, it's far too. Yeah, sorry. This one was really cheap. It was just at a flea market, you can say, for €1. Can you imagine that? Such a big one for just €1. Like I said, nothing what I own is expensive. I don't have a lot of money, but I have a lot of dragon images by chance, or maybe given to me, or maybe one like this one. This one is being given to me by my sister, and also very important because of that. My sister means a lot, and she was also the first one that I've ever told that I am a dragon witch. So this was actually her gift, the first gift that I've ever had. That was a dragon, and I was so happy. You cannot imagine how happy I was. It was like I was free to say whatever I was with this, and I was very happy. My sister is really supporting since then, and even to this day, very supportive of what I am, and that she's also becoming much more spiritual, but not the way I am, not with dragons, of course. And so let's see, this one, my brothers and sisters. This is what I bought. This is what I bought because this resembles the brown dragon that I've seen to you so many times. The brown dragon that I sometimes see inside of a mirror. The brown dragon that resembles what I've seen. And every time when I look at myself, that is also many, many years old. And this one is very important because of this. This one was one that I bought, but it was still not that expensive. And that is why I also give it a top place. So I also have little dragons like this thin one, thin dragons. This one is very much Quetzalcoatl like. This one is this a Unicard game. This one as well as also an entangled dragon. It's also the thin versions of the dragons, and this one as well resembles a bit like Tiamat. And then of course it was also very cheap, but the wings are broken. But still, I love it. I still love it. And that is sometimes a mess, that I sometimes break something. Let's go on to my chamber, my bedroom. Like I said, don't mind the mess. Don't mind it. This is my Ouija board, and this little fella is new. He is now the guardian of my Ouija board. You can see, this is the one. This Ouija board. I did this with my mom with consequences. Really, if you do Ouija, I suggest you never do this alone. But I had some experiences with it. This Ouija is being given to me by my mentor witch, and indeed, it has a lot of power. That is why I now put it here. It's on display here in my bedroom. It has, and that is why it deserves this one. This is something that really triggered me. The dragon, with the pentagram on his head, with the sign of the witch. That is because that is what we are. We are dragon witches, and this dragon represents that. Also, not that expensive, just like these other dragons that are on it. None of them are expensive, and this one, like I said, it's easily broken. And then I want to show you, don't mind the mess, like I said. Look at that. I sleep with dragon plushies. Don't say that I'm like a child or something, but I cannot sleep without them. And this is my second altar. A second altar that means a lot to me, especially the middle piece. The middle piece is, yeah, it tells a story. It's like the heart of the dragon and the mind of the dragon. It connects with each other. Whenever I saw this, I immediately wanted this. It was also at a flea market and also not expensive at all. Just like everything else. Attributes of nature, attributes of the forest, little dragons everywhere. And just decorations, but all of them mean something, my brothers and sisters. This is also an altar with a lot of energy. You cannot even imagine how much energy is on this one. Every single piece on it means something. It has a different story to tell. It has a different story to tell than my main dragon altar. This dragon altar means actually like the second part of my dragon path, you can say. My path is now 17 years old, and also in the beginning of my path, and yeah, like I said, a dragon altar should mean something. You cannot buy just whatever you want. So whatever dragon is on it, it means something. Even this one, even this stone, even this piece of wood, even just every attribute on it has, and many feathers, because many feathers reminds me of Quetzalcoatl, the dragon god. The more feathers you have, the more power you have. That is what it said, of course, and that is what I like. I like to gather feathers on it. But do you like this, my brothers and sisters? Can you feel the energy on it? On this proud, majestic dragon that is the centerpiece of my second dragon altar. So yeah, I love to sleep with it. I cannot sleep without, falling asleep with this this pillow, on this pillow, and watching my dragon altar while I'm going to sleep. I cannot sleep without it. Holding my dragon plushies. Don't laugh with me, but it's not something that you should laugh with, because I just cannot sleep without the dragon nearby. So yeah, and the last piece, I have to be quiet. Be quiet. I have to be quiet. Let's go. Oh, there's my cat. I hope I don't make anyone awake. And that is my newest part. I hope you can see something from it. Let's see. Can you see it, my brothers and sisters? This is my third dragon altar. A third dragon altar. Here, just in front of my house. Here. So, it's actually on stones. I gathered some stones from nearby and put it on, you know, um, on all together, so I could create an altar with this. This is the centerpiece, and this is the decorations. They're really not really decorations because just like my other two dragon altars, it has a different story to tell. Everything that is on it has a different story to tell, and just like every one of else, every other dragon altar, I put a candle on it. So every time when the candle flickers wildly, it says on snail that there is a dragon nearby. But this dragon altar is actually a blessing for my house. That is the entire reason why I wanted to have this, to bless my house, so that to say that dragons are welcome. So this concludes a bit of my tour. Oh, this is a beautiful one. I love this one. This crouched dragon. And none of this is expensive. It's almost for free. I'm actually very lucky to find all of this. Oh, there's also this little dragon on it. Beautiful. So let it burn. Let it burn for the dragon. So my brothers and sisters,